describe your love story? Are you still looking for love, or have you found happily ever after?
Our next guest says every relationship has a story, and it all stems from your very own beliefs. Joining us now, one of our favorite guests here on the show, and a self-proclaimed breakthrough expert, Lisa Lieberman-Wang. She is the author of Fine to Fab. Welcome back here to CT Style. What is a breakthrough expert? What is that?
A breakthrough expert is we can help you break through any of the challenges that are weighing you down and getting in your way from being happy.
All right,
I like
let's do that.
All right, so Valentine's Day is right around the corner. People are really focusing on gifts and love and finding someone. Isn't it important to do that year-round?
I absolutely believe it. I told my husband when we got together, don't do anything for a day that you can't do for a lifetime.
I like that. It's true.
You know, and a lot of times when it comes to Valentine's Day, people all of a sudden have expectations that this day has to be the day that's going to make it for the whole year. And it's only because they don't actually practice it every single day.
And that's on both sides, though, giving and receiving, whether you're the guy, the gal, whatever it may be.
Absolutely. You know, it comes from our beliefs and values. When you're growing up, your role models, whoever they were, your parents, your aunts, your uncles, your grandparents, kind of gave you a story about what love's supposed to be and what's supposed to happen every day or every year, and how you receive it and how you give it. And then when it doesn't meet expectations, we have conflict, because you might like to give gifts and somebody else might think, you know, just spending time together is valuable. You don't need to do anything else for them.
That's true.
And because of it, we'll have a lot of conflict in those relationships. Or, you know, you have this great dinner, everything's wonderful, you decide you want a romantic dinner at home, and then you tell your friends, they said, oh, you mean he didn't take you out? You didn't go out? What do you mean? It was Valentine's Day, right?
Oh, boy.
And it's the rules that are put behind the holidays when we forget that every single day is important. And for some people, the holiday was really just commercialized so that people would feel love or be recognized for love at least once a year. But if we made the practice of being grateful and have gratitude instead of habitude, you know, instead of you have to do this for me, you have to do that, it'd be a whole different story, wouldn't it?
Makes sense.
And you mentioned expectation. That really plays heavily into this. I mean, how do you find that common ground in terms of she might have these expectations and he might have these? Where do you balance that?
Well, I think is learning about the other person, like what's important to them. If the person you're with loves to receive gifts, then, you know, do a token. For me, gifts aren't important, but for them, if that's what's important, then we need to respect that. You know, if for the person, it's really that conversation that needs to happen. But if the expectation is because they're not getting it all year and they think the one day a year you should do that, it's not a real great relationship, because there's 3 levels of relationship. It's all about me. It's a horse trading relationship is number 2, and 3 is your needs are my needs. When we play at level 3, we'll do anything for the other person. It's 150% to the person.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I like to think about it when people come into relationships. You first have to start with fly, which is first love yourself, because you're not coming in expecting someone to fill you up and be there. And when you do that, it's 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2. It's 1 + 1 = 11. Because you're bringing into relationship something very special.
Thank you
Lisa,
so much for being here, Lisa, for all the information.